Well, hello again, and welcome back to GWT TV. Today we're going to talk about something that's very important. In fact, it's probably one of the first questions that comes up from prospects who come from the industry, the direct sales and network marketing industry, when you first take a look at global wealth trade business and its designer lines. Now, the question usually is the products, because it is so unique. It's never been done in the 70-year history of the industry that luxury designers are being now offered through the direct sales platform. Today I'm going to give you 25 reasons why global wealth trade products are the absolute best product lines to market in network marketing. Let's start with number one, high profits. One of the challenges of the industry, in fact, one of the two problems of the industry that I wrote in my book, The Forensic Networker, is low profit items. Imagine if you're in health and wellness business, which I came from 12 years, you're going to need an army of users in order for you to be able to earn a full-time income. Even if you wanted to make extra $500 a month, $1,000 a month, you're going to need to sell lots of potions and latest and greatest juice and shakes and vitamins in order for you to be able to accomplish that yourself. If it's telecom, some type of high-tech service, it's even worse. You're going to need an army of users in order for you to be able to even earn $1,000 this month. Not so with global wealth trade designer lines. You can sell a few fashion pieces and you're already there. To be, it's up to me. I like that. Where, especially when you're new in the business, you want to be able to earn an extra $500 this month to pay your cell phone bill, your car bill. You can rely on you to do that. You can sell one fairy piece and make $1,000 worth of product. Again, yourself. So again, high profit. And that's really important because vast majority of people cannot go ahead and build a large team to be able to earn a big income. So for the masses in our workforce, in network marketing workforce, they need to be able to have a product that they can sell themselves as they build a team so they can pay their immediate bills. Global wealth trade product lines are the only one in the industry that offer that. Number two, our products are visual. I mean, you know within 3 seconds if you love it or it's not for you. Now, if we take a look at health and wellness, I mean, when I was on the field, again, 12 years I was in that field, we had to convince people, sometimes even embellish its benefit of the juice or vitamin or shake or whatever it was, and for them to even try it. At best, even when they tried those products, we needed 90 days for them to see results. Hopefully 90 days they're disciplined to use the product for 90 days. Hopefully they don't mind the taste. Hopefully they don't get a headache because of a detoxing and so forth. After 90 days they finally are able to tell you if they got a result or not. All product lines, within 3 seconds, people will know that they're absolutely loving it. Instant gratification. You don't have to wait 90 days to see results. So again, visual is extremely important because also it is self-promoting. Again, I use nutritional products myself. I mean, there's people who in my team that used it. But guess what? They may have used it even if it worked for them, but they never promote it. It's not a positive conversation. People just kept it to themselves. You can talk to our tens of thousands of consultants around the world, and they'll tell you every single day somebody will approach them because they're wearing that fairy watch, or they're wearing that fairy marsh ring, they're wearing that posh product, an earring or handbag or sun shield. People will approach you. It's self-promoting. Health products or telecom products don't fall into that. And the thing about the telecom products, to even have people try it, they have to first invest into some high-priced machinery to even try the service. So again, visual, number two reasons why we have the best products in industry, in direct sales, to market. Number three, cultural. We're in a high fashion business. I mean, just take a look at your own family. You got your 2-3-year-old girls wearing earrings. My 4.5-year-old is asking for a bracelet. We're raised with it. It's part of our culture. It's part of who we are. Being jewelry, fashion, it's something that's part of our makeup. When you get married, what do you exchange vows with? Rings. It's something you accumulate and you pass on to the next generation. It is part of who we are. It's not like health products or telecom products. It's an external product now you want to introduce to your customers. Number four, unique. Now I know every company talks about the products being unique. Really, if you're being honest with each other, you know that it's just a new variation of something that was there a long time ago. It's just, when you take a look at the companies out there right now, 2,000 companies registered, according to DSA, 96% on nutrition, household products, and telecom. Basically, they all sell the same product, different variation. The reason why we are unique, because we are the only company in the industry, period. In the last 70 years of the history of the industry, that we actually got luxury designer products being marketed this way. So again, being unique, having no competition, is very, very important when you try to promote the business. Number 5, we promote value, not benefit. Now, every other company, they try to sell a benefit. For example, if you're selling a nutritional line, health line, first they talk about the cancer ratio, they talk about the heart disease ratio, they give you a problem, then they give you a solution, which is the bottle. That's what happens. And so it's always about the benefit. And of course, a lot of distributors of the industry have a difficult time to be able to persuade the customers, so they start to resort to embellishment, even exaggeration of what is the actual benefits of their product lines. With us, we talk value. Our product lines come with a verifiable value. So again, while every other company sells benefits, we're the only company that we talk value. Number 6, it gets passed on to the next generation. No other company offers that. You know, if you're using the product that you're right now, well, you use it consumed or it's expired in the basement, whatever the case is. But with our product lines, you use it for 30 years. Then you pass it on to the next generation. They'll use it for 30 years. And it's going to be worth more after 60 years than you paid for it today. No other company in the industry offers you that type of product. Number 7, our product lines increase in value. Of course, we're in the precious industries, whether it's precious metal or precious stones, they keep on gaining value. If you take a look over centuries, it's never gone down. It's always gone up. Since 2005, gold has gone up by 600%. That's the year that I launched the company, 2005. It's only 2013 now. In 2005, when you take a look, silver was about $3 an ounce. Today, it's about $24 an ounce. So when you take a look, we are the only product lines in the industry that our products would gain value. Not only you use it, but it gain value as you use it. Other companies, whether it's telecom, whether it's health and wellness, you consume the product, or it's expired in the basement, and it's lost, it has no more value. We're the first in the industry. No competition. We talked about it a little bit earlier on. There's no one's ever attempted anything like this before. We know one thing about the designer industry. It's one of the very few recession-proof industries in the world. Over the past century, the designer industry has never had a downtime, never. On the worst economical downturn in 2008, worldwide, the luxury goods grew. Louis Vuitton by 8.5%, Gucci by 9%. In the United States, even when GM went bankrupt, they couldn't sell Cavaliers, but their Cadillac division was up by 35%. The same year in 2008, in the United States, the worst economical downturn since the Great Depression, luxury goods were up 18%. Porsche sales were up 25%. Again, all around the world, the designer market is in an increase. It's recession-proof because when the economy collapses, it's the middle class that really suffers. The rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. And what we offer here with Global Wealth Trade is 2 products. We have these amazing products that, you know, the middle class and the upper class can enjoy. And we have another product, which is the opportunity to sell these products that everyone else will take advantage of. Hence, we are the fastest growing luxury designer since 2007. Vast selection. There are 1,400 SKUs, which each one of them could be a flagship product. Here is the danger you run into with health products or telecom products, is that they usually have one product that really takes about 80% of their sales. So they may have 20, 30 products, but one product usually is 80, 90% of their sales. And if something goes wrong with that one product, then your business crashes. Or if nothing happens to the product, let's assume someone else come up with a product that says the same type of product with 10% more aloe vera on it. Next you know, you lose half of your team to that next product because they have one flagship product in their lineup. We have 1,400 designer products in our lineup. Essentially, we got 1,400 flagship products. So if something was to happen, we have a bad design that we discontinue, and it could happen from time to time, it doesn't affect anyone at all. Nobody will notice. Again, it's very solid. Everything that we produce, our designer or luxury consultants and their clients absolutely love. And we constantly expand that lineup. So again, we don't have one flagship product like other companies do, which is very risky. If something goes wrong with the formulation, or if some of those key ingredients are sometimes illegal in other countries, but you can't even expand to other countries, well, we don't have any of those issues with Global Wealth Trade. Hence, another reason why we sell and promote the absolute best product line for network marketing. Our products are pre-approved in every country. We talked about that earlier. Now, when I was on the field in nutrition, again, I expanded my business to 12 countries, but sometimes just to get the products approved took about 3 or 4 years, and sometimes they finally said no. If you've been in MLM nutrition, you know, and telecom, there's a lot of red tapes. You realize as you go try to expand globally that sometimes products are approved in the United States are not approved in Canada, and vice versa, and so forth. Again, our product lines are pre-approved in every country in the world. We never have that challenge to deal with. Hence, we've expanded to 80 countries in the first 8 years of our operation. And you can, when you start with Global Wealth Trade, the very first day, you can pick up the phone and call anyone in any country in the world and expand your business. This is something you cannot do with any other company. Number 11, our product lines have verifiable, the word is verifiable retail value. When I was promoting a juice, the value was what the company put on it. And of course we talked how much we liked it. But similar products in a health food store would be half the price or less. There is no verifiable value for telecom or nutrition health products. Well, it is in our product lines. Our product lines are very well established. Its value, and it's done by third party that what the products are and what its value is. No other company will offer you product lines that you would have verifiable retail value. And the reason why we have that is because the precious industry is a regulated industry where health industry as well as telecom industry, they are not. So very important again, when you're promoting something, we talked about value earlier on, that we promote value versus benefit. Not only we have value, but we have verifiable retail value because the precious industry is regulated. The world media interest. Never before in the history of network marketing, non-industry publication and media has shown any interest in any company or any product in MLM, except Global Wealth Trade. We have the world's accolades from some of the top business publications like the American Business Journal, where we were on the cover, or the top fashion design publications that are talking about our designer lines and winning Luxury Designer of the Year. How about 125 celebrities in Hollywood, where we are officially now Hollywood's designer line. Never before media has shown any interest on or talked about that health product. Never before they talked about the telecom product. Never before they were interested in network marketing companies. Global Wealth Trade, every single month we get calls from major media that's interested to talk about our product lines. Whether that's that $92,000 Favorit President that was rated top 10 best in the world next to Rolex and Patek Philippe, or whether it is that next posh, fashion posh line that starts from $18 retail. So again, having the media interest, very important, because if you're new in network marketing and want to build your business, that third party credibility is vital. So with Global Wealth Trade, your initial package comes with this much accolades, different publications worldwide. These are some of the most credible publications, like the Canadian Jewelers Magazine calling our Feri line the best of the best. So you're going to get that in your initial package, and of course so are your people. You'll use that third party credibility to promote your products and your business. Do you think that helps you out? Of course it does. Number 13. Again, another first, where we have the world's basically top, most credible organizations independent, like IGI, that actually authenticate what we create, its quality, and its value. Third party. Now, in our case, IGI happens to be the world's largest lab, independent lab, and they're the one that authenticate our gold pieces. There is no other product lines with any other direct sales company that internationally recognized organizations are talking about, authenticating it, and in some cases, endorsing it. So again, our product lines are being authenticated. Our Feri gold line, which is the world's first prestige collection, is being authenticated by IGI, which is the world's largest gemological laboratory, independent. So, never done before again in industry. Number 14, we talked about this a bit earlier. It's a recession-proof industry. We've never had a recession when it comes to design the line, because according to John Paul Getty, 10 million new millionaires are created every 20 years. By the end of this decade, 10 million new millionaires have been created since 1990. The middle class even, people have decided, perhaps yourself, that you want something with a name on it, with a brand. People have decided that they don't want to buy inexpensive, cheap material anymore. And everyone is moving up to designer brands because it is important to get good quality these days. Even in hotels, when you go to, next time you go to a vacation place, you'll find it's always a 4- and 5-star hotels that are always booked. And the motels are usually empty or bankrupt, the doors are closed. So again, the designer industry has been recession-proof over the past century. And according to S&P, it will continue to grow by 8% annually. Number 15, want products versus need product. We're the only company that actually sells a product people actually want. Because every other company, if it's telecom, they'll say, well, you need the line anyways, so just switch what you've got to what we have. That's a tough sell for you and your family. Or if it's health and nutrition, like I talked about earlier, that talk about the cancer ratios and heart disease ratios, they create a problem, then they give you a bottle which is happen to be the solution that they're offering. They keep saying how you need their products. But we know as human beings, we don't necessarily take what we need, but we always take what we want. In fact, the very number one thing to teach you in business school is give people what they need. Give it to them. Sell them what they want. So it's completely the opposite. The product lines are being marketed right now in network marketing. It's completely the opposite of what the sales process is. So remember, give them what they need, sell them what they want. We know that to be true because you could sell death to a human being. I always make fun of this because they want it. It's called tobacco. It's called alcohol. People know that it's not good for them. They'll do it anyways. I mean, how about this? Have your spouse ever give you, something you needed on Valentine's, and although you needed it, you really didn't want it for Valentine's? So that's what we're offering here with Global Wealth Trade. We got products that people actually want. Hence our astronomical performance stats that we have in this company right now. People want their product. In any other company, people don't want that extra box showing up to the door anymore. They have enough of those products in their basement. The number one problem we have in the complaints we get in our business is that people say they wish they had more points to buy more designer products. Again, no other company has this but Global Wealth Trade. We have 1,400 superstars of SKUs in our lineup, and people always constantly want more of it, and we're constantly expanding, adding new lines to our lineup of designer lines that we have. So again, we have what's called want products. People actually want them, and when people want them, they stay on a monthly requirement. Other companies call it auto ship. We call it inventory account, where that $50 or $100 or $150 a month that people spend on products. In other companies, they call it auto ship, which only 6%, according to DSA, 6% actually stay on it. Well, in our business, we have over 50% of every single person that signed the application actually stays on their IA account because they're putting towards a product they actually want, not the product that they're getting in the box that they already have. Another very important piece. And we also know another thing as well, that people spend more money on their external than they will spend internally. We all know that to be true. That's where people buy fashion. That's where ladies need 50 pairs of black shoes. At the end of the day, we spend more money externally than we do internally. Again, another reason why Global Wealth Trade has the absolute best products for network marketing. Reason number 16 is investment versus consumption. Again, with other companies, you're consuming the product. Whether it's telecom, you use the services that month. If it's nutrition, then you've consumed the product, or again, it sat in the basement until it expires. But with our product line, because we're in the precious business, whatever product you buy, it's going to gain value with time. I mentioned earlier, in 2005 when I launched Global Wealth Trade, silver was $4 and gold was $300. Today, that's 600 to 700% higher than it was when we first launched Global Wealth Trade. So here, whatever you buy, it's an investment. Remember, we are the world recognized, top rated designer line. So even our leather goods are gaining value with time. It is the product that celebrities want around the world and are using. And everybody wants to wear what the celebrities are wearing. So again, investment versus consumption. We're the only company that offers a product line that not only you use every single day, but it gains value with time. Number 17. We have a product line that can be shared or even lent to other people. You can't do that, again, like I said, with telecom products or nutritional products. We have a product line that people would love to give away as a gift on that special occasion. The stats are out there. The average person spends over $500 in the middle of recession. They still spend $500 annually on jewelry. Of course, we got 25 different occasions during the course of the year. The biggest one being the Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, that you always have to buy gifts, birthdays, anniversaries, and so forth. We got product lines that are ideal for that. Who doesn't want the hottest designer line in the world as a gift? But you can't do that with other product lines that are being offered by other companies in the industry. Number 18, the products are gorgeous. It's a visual product. You see it, you enjoy it, you get excited about it. Instant gratification, we talked about that earlier. Again, with other companies who sell services or products, it's something that you actually have to feel the benefit if it works. But with us, it's instant gratification. We got 1,400 of the most gorgeous, most beautiful, stunning designer pieces in the world. So it's nice to promote a product that every time you show it to someone or you promote it, and what you get back in return is a wow. Again, number 18, they're gorgeous. Number 19, all designer lines, of course, exciting. They're positive to promote. You know, when I was in the nutrition business, we looked for sick people. We looked for overweight people. We looked for people who had problems with their skin. That's a very negative conversation. It's a depressive conversation. And of course, a lot of people are very uncomfortable with that. Not designer fashion, not luxury designer, not jewelry, not high fashion. It's a very positive conversation, and everybody wants to get engaged, man or woman. Everybody wants to get engaged in this type of conversation. You're watching this video right now, you're probably wearing something that we offer. Necklace, earring, watch perhaps, a bracelet, a chain. You probably have a purse already, have lots of shoes. Again, it's a very positive conversation versus if you're promoting a telecom service, well, it's a very boring conversation. If promoting a nutritional product, it's a very depressive conversation. And most people are very uncomfortable promoting that. Number 20, perhaps the most vital one for your success in your business, which is our IA program. Our IA program is an inventory account program. This is much like the traditional industry auto ship program with one major difference. Well, with the auto ship program, where you get those products that comes to you every month, well, you get that, you pay shipping, taxes, you get the same products, and most of the time you can't sell or consume it, so it expires in the basement, or if it doesn't, you stop. Hence, 6% is the industry average. According to the DSA, 6% people actually stay on their auto ship. We have something called an inventory count because we got 1,400 SKUs, and some of these designer lines are gold pieces, that diamond piece that you always wanted, that solitaire that you always wanted. How about that gorgeous timepiece you always wanted, the handbag, the shield? Some of these you can accumulate for, and of course you can never have enough of whatever we produce anyways. So what happens is people actually stay on the IA program, where in previous companies they got off their auto ship program. So imagine, as a leader who wants to build a large team, and that's what you want to do to be able to earn a big income in network marketing, leverage, you want to make sure that you get them in, you keep them in. What's happening in the industry right now, you get them in, but they get off their auto ship, and then eventually they don't even renew. With our business, you'll have over 50% of them that actually stay on their monthly IA account, which is 150 a month, 75 a month, or 35 a month, depending on what level they're at. And you can count on it that they'll be around next year, a year after. This idea of network marketing was about build it once and get paid forever. And because such low ratios of retention and activity of the industry, it's become very difficult for the average person to be able to accomplish that. Not here. When you have over 50% activity ratio and over 65% retention, where the industry average is 10% for retention, then you know over here when you build it, you can count on it to be here, not just for you, but for your next generation to come. It's a business you pass on to the next generation. So this notion that the product has to be consumable, and as we raise ourselves in this industry, in this new profession of direct sales, we're taught that if you don't eat it or wash with it or use the service every month, it's not consumable. Look for consumable product. Let me tell you what you need in the business. You need a product in the business that people want to invest into on a monthly basis. And when you take a look at the consumable products with a 6% DSA average, that means 94% of your people will get off their product within the first year. And over 90% of your team, that's a DSA average, is across the board, over 90% of your team will end up in another company next year. Well, that is not leverage. That's almost like traditional business. Have to rebuild your business every year. But when you have precious commodities and high fashion, something that's the most desirable to human beings dating back 6,000 years ago, that people want to stay on their monthly IA program, that over 50% elect to stay on it, and over 65% elect to stay in the company, you know that's something you can count on for years to come. You know, finally you found a program that you could count on for your retirement. Finally you got a program you could build on year after year, and you can see your income raise year after year. Not like other programs where it may be high this year, next year it's going to crash. Because again, only 6% will stay on their auto ship, and only 10% will stay actually with your company. So number 20, again, the very important IA program that only offered by Global Wealth Trade, never been offering in MLM before, will never be offered by any other company. And the reason why it can never be offered by any other company is that there's nothing to accumulate for when it comes to telecom or when it comes to nutritional products. You don't need to accumulate to get more juice or shampoos or shakes. You don't need to do that. People can't even consume or sell the regular auto ship that they get. But with our designer lines, your customers, your distributors, which we call luxury consultants, will stay on the monthly auto ship because they're working towards the products that they want, another product that they were told they need. And that brings us to reason number 21, that we have the absolute best product lines for the industry. And that is our very high, record-setting activity ratio, monthly activity ratio. I talked about this already. Again, when you give people the products that they actually want, they'll stay on their monthly quota. Not only is it easier for them to sell, they also have a need themselves. And we talked about averages, how we're sitting 500 to 700% higher than the industry average when it comes to monthly activity ratio, which, by the way, that's what pays you. It is the most important aspect of your business when people buy on a regular basis. So having 6% and having over 50%, you don't need to be a mathematician to know that you have a much better chance with Global Wealth Trade to reach your financial objectives than you would with any other company that operates in health and wellness or telecom, according to the DSE averages. Reason number 22, because you're giving people the product they want, because the activity ratio is so much higher, of course, that also leads to your retention. We talked about it again earlier. Industry average, 10% retention. I make fun of it. I said, the industry has become to a point that no one's getting any bigger. They're like trading customers, all these companies. It's like Coke and Pepsi trading customers. When you have a 90% of your team, attrition of 90% every year, that leave your team to go to another company, again, that is not a platform for success. Sitting with us at 65% or so retention, that is a business that you know you can count on for your family, for yourself, and be able to pass it on to the next generation. Reason number 23. Global Wealth Trade offers the best products for retailing and making retail profits. Whether that is through home parties, whether that is through our catalog division, whether it's through internet marketing. We're the only company that offers you 3 ways to actually make now cash, retail profits today. You can use our gorgeous, gorgeous lookbook. Over 700 SKUs. All the celebrity clients that we have, all the publications that are written about us, it's all in the lookbook. It's got a gift certificate. You could use that. You basically have just flow out the lookbook, which is our catalog, and the orders will start to pour in. And because of visual product, it's instant shopping. How many times you've gone to the store to buy something, come back with 5 or 6 items? Because of visual purchase. You can do it through our catalog division, or you could do it through our home party division. I mean, ladies love to party. Invite some friends over. Doesn't matter what package you choose, it comes with $1,000 of bonus ferry that you could choose. And you could run a home party. It comes with a complete kit, shows you how to run a home branding party, invite some friends over, and go make yourself a few hundred to a few $1,000s in a few hours. Again, why is it possible? Because the products are visual. So you could do a home branding party, you could use our gorgeous lookbook, and third way is we're going to give you probably the nicest website on the internet. It's $1 million internet platform. You're going to get it for free so you can promote your products online. And go ahead and make yourself a fortune like some of our consultants around the world are getting. Again, because it's a visual product and it has a shopping cart, it has everything that you need to promote your business online and make retail profit. So again, our product lines are the absolute best products for retail profits. It's probably the only company out there that has a serious retail aspect to it. Reason number 24. We have the most reliable product lines to market and build a business with. One thing about science and technology, there's a shelf life between 6 months to 2-3 years for science and technology. If it's technology, some high-tech product or service, you got about 6 months before a new gadget comes out, makes the old gadget obsolete, and now you lose half your team to that new company and new gadget. Because what's hot today will be obsolete 6 months from now. That's high-tech. The health and wellness is a little bit better, 1 to 2 years, maybe 3 years, but you can be guaranteed a product that's hot today, the latest juice that's hot today, it's almost guaranteed that it's copied, even a little bit better, for the next 12 months or 18 months or 2 years, and you're going to lose half of your team to that new company. So there is no reliability with products that are being sold in the industry. Now let's take a look at Global Wealth Trade products. We have a product line that's made of precious metals and precious stones, plus our leather goods. I can guarantee you one thing, that there will never be a better precious metal than gold and silver ever introduced. There will never be a better precious stone than diamonds will ever be introduced. When you go back 6,000 years ago, gold, silver, precious stones is what was reserved for the queens and the kings. It was the most desirable commodities known to man 6,000 years ago. It is today and will be 6,000 years from now. You'll never have to worry about a new metal coming out that will take away gold out of the precious market or be better than gold. So our product lines are reliable. Even being a new company, we started in 2005. Our consultants who bought some of our products in 2005, already they've seen tremendous gain in our own product today, in a short time. Can you imagine 30 years from now? So reason number 24 why we have the best products is because it is highly reliable. Science and technology get copied and become obsolete within 6 months to 3 years. I mean, just take a look. You know, if you've been with your company for quite some time, how many competition to yours have launched over the past year alone, let alone last 5 years? And you've constantly find yourself playing PR to your team because there's a new company out there with a better product or 10% more aloe vera on it or faster service, and you constantly have to defend against that. Luxury consultants and global wealth trade will never have to worry about these challenges as other distributors in other companies have to endure. And reason number 25, while global wealth trade has the absolute best product lines for the industry, is that our product lines are safe. Let me explain that to you. If you join any other company that sells whether telecom or health products, let's look at the worst scenario. The worst scenario is that you buy the product, you consumed it, used the service, but you did nothing with the business and you lost your investment. That's what happens with any other company. Whether you consumed it, expired in the basement, or it just doesn't make a difference. Even if you consumed or used the service, and if you did nothing with the business, you lost your investment. Now let's look at global wealth trade. Let's assume you become part of global wealth trade. Now let's get ridiculous a little bit. Just have fun with this. Let's assume you decided to become a luxury consultant with global wealth trade today. And you went out there, tried to build your business and sell our products. And you found out there was 7 billion other global wealth trade consultants around the world. There was nobody left for you to talk to. So then I guess there's no one to talk to, and you decide to use the products, the points that you have in your package to buy yourself maybe a ring, that watch, and you call it a day. 3 or 4 years down the road, someone wants to introduce you to another program, and you're going to say, no, I don't want to get into MLM again. I tried something 3 or 4 years ago and it didn't work. And what happened? Well, I joined Global Wealth Trade and I was the last person on earth that joined. I couldn't sell anything. I couldn't get anyone in the business. So I'm not doing this again. And the question is, well, did you lose your money? Well, no, I bought the ring. How much was the ring? $3,000. How much is it worth? $9,000. Wait a minute. 3 years ago, you invested $3,000 and you got something for $9,000. Or you invested $1,000 and you got something for $3,000. And that was a bad investment. No other company in direct sales can give you that option, that opportunity. With any other company, you consume the product, it's gone. Here, even if you did nothing with the business and you just collected your precious commodities, it will gain value with time. Now, I promise you I'm going to give you 25 reasons why our product lines are the absolute best products to market in network marketing. But today I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to give you number 26, and that is transparency. When I was on the field, it was a nutritional company, and our main product was a herbal drink. We believed it was the best. We talked to the world that it was the best. The problem is that there's 2,000 companies out there, and they're all claiming that they have the absolute best juice or shake or vitamin in the world. No one ever comes and says we have the second best. Everyone tends to claim that they have the best. And I guess they can do that because there is no transparency. No one has a lab in their home to know that it is in fact the best, or even it is what they say it is. There is no third-party authentication or lab that would come and put all the products together and claim and establish who actually is the best. There's no such thing, because the health and telecom industry is not a regulated industry for authentication. So that's the advantage that I guess consumable products have. People can just, everyone can say they claim they have the best product. That's the advantage. The downside to that is that when the next company pops up with their best product, with a better story, you lose half of your people, because again, there is no third-party authentication that your products are actually, in fact, are the best products. So companies are switching customers back and forth. Our challenge with global wealth trade is we want it to be number one in the world. And we cannot make a claim that's not true, because the precious metal, precious stone industry is highly regulated. You say something that's not true, you go to jail. It's that simple as that. So before we could claim to be the best, we had to do things no one in the world has ever done. Like coming out with a new gold composition that's at 19K and 21 karat gold. Where the world stops at 18K, we start at 19K and you go up to 21K. That's 21 karat gold line. But when we accomplish that, it's stamped right on our pieces. Now it is proven that we are the best in the world. And now we have the world's largest lab, and IGI authenticates it worldwide. Now we have the world's #1 trade magazine, Canadian Jewelers Magazine, calls it the unimaginable ultra luxury jewelry collection. So when you finally go and accomplish those things, now the world media, third-party credibility, it's all there to authenticate who you are. So we can go on and claim, our luxury consultants around the world, they're claiming every day, we are the best. And we can say it because it is authenticated, because of transparency. So transparency, number 26 reason why we have the absolute best products to market. Because when you go ahead and promote your Feri Marsh or Feri lines or Posh line to be the absolute best in the world, you can do that with the comfort and confidence and backing of the world media, as well as the independent certifications that comes with your product line. My name is Ramin Masgarlo. I want to thank you for your time. I'll see you next time.